Dear students, welcome to the 10th session on the chapter Final Accounts of Companies. Here in this session, let us take up the next question. I'll read the question now. From the following trial balance of Myland Company Limited as on 31st March 2015, prepare the final accounts in the vertical form. So we have to prepare both profit and loss account and balance sheet in the vertical form. Okay, they have given the trial balance. On the debit side, we find the items like calls in arrears, land, building, machinery, furniture, carriage, wages, salaries, sales returns, bank charges, coal, gas and water, rent and rates, purchases, bills, receivables, general expenses, data, stock, opening, then insurance, cash at bank and cash in hand. On the credit side, we have authorized capital 30,000 shares of rupees 10 each, 3 lakh. Subscribed capital is only 1 lakh. RBD, reserve for bad debt, 1,400. Sales, purchases, returns, creditors, share premium and general reserve. Okay. Then let's see the additional information. First one, charge depreciation on building at 2%, machinery at 10% and furniture at 10%. Second one, make new RBD of 5% on datas. Third one, carry forward unexpired insurance to the extent of rupees 100. Fourth one, provide for outstanding wages rupees 500, salaries rupees 2000 and rent rupees 400. Fifth one, stock at the end of the year valued at rupees 30,000. So these are the informations given. As I said, we have to prepare both profit and loss account and balance sheet in the vertical form. So for that we need to first identify which item has to be shown in which note number. Okay, coming to the debit balances, first one is calls in arrears. Okay, in the previous session also we had similar adjustment. Calls in arrears is nothing but the company has made the call for making receiving the call money, but some shareholders have not paid it. So in order to calculate the paid up capital from the called up capital, issued, subscribed and called up capital, we are going to deduct the calls in arrears. So here if you see the credit side, we have authorized capital. Authorized capital is the maximum capital which the company can raise from the public. Okay, but while totaling that we are not considering, we are just stating that as a maximum capital which the company can raise, that is authorized capital. But for actual totaling in note number 1, that is under share capital, we are going to write issued, subscribed, called up capital which is 1 lakh rupees. Then from that we are going to deduct the calls in arrears to calculate what is the paid up capital. So all these three items, calls in arrears in note number 1, authorized capital is also in note number 1, subscribed capital is also note number 1, that is share capital. Then we have land, building, machinery, furniture. So land, building, machinery, furniture, these are the fixed assets. So we have to show that in note number 11, that is fixed assets. Then we have carriage, we have to show in note number 30, that is other expenses. We have wages and salaries. These two items come in note number 27, that is employee benefit expenses. Then we have sales returns. When we write note number 22 for writing the revenue from operations, from the sales value we are going to deduct this sales return. On the credit side we can find sales amounting to 80,000. From that sales return of 1,700 should be deducted. So it is in note number 22. Then we have bank charges. It should be shown in note number 30. Coal, gas and water 30. Rent and rates 30. Purchases we have to show in note number 25. There is purchases written here, so that should be deducted. So it should be deducted from purchases in note number 25. Then bills, receivables, it is trade receivables. It should be shown in note number 18. General expenses note number 30. Datas we have to show in trade receivables note number 18. Stock, which is opening stock, it should be taken in note number 26, that is changes in the inventories. Insurance is a other expense, we have to show in note number 30. Cash in hand and cash at bank we have to show in note number 19, that is cash and cash equivalents. Okay, then the other items of credit balances are authorized capital is over, subscribed capital is over. Both of them we are going to show in note number 1. Okay, then RBD, that is the old RBD created, so that we are going to show in note number 30. Then we have sales, we have to show that in note number 22, that is revenue from operations. Then purchases written, we are going to show that in note number 25. Creditors we have, that should be shown in note number 8, that is trade payable. Share premium we are going to show in note number 2. General reserve also note number 2. Then other additional information. First one, Charge depreciation on building at 2%, machinery at 10%, and furniture at 10%. So here they have given the book values of land, building, machinery, and furniture, but we are going to charge the depreciation only on building, machinery, and furniture. Now, where are we going to show this depreciation? Once it has to be shown in note number 29, that is depreciation and amortization expenses. One more time in note number 11, that is from the book value of building, machinery, and furniture, we are going to deduct this depreciation amount. Okay. Then the second one, make new RBD of 5% on datas. If you see here, they have given us the adjustment of old reserve, that is 1400. So for that old reserve we are going to adjust the new reserve. Let me see whether they have given bad debt, but in this case they have not given bad debt. Okay, only what we are going to do here, new reserve, what is the amount that we have to calculate here? So it should be calculated at 5% on datas. What is the amount of datas they have given? 42,800. So on that we are going to calculate what is 5%. So we will get what is new RBD. Okay, from that we are going to deduct the old RBD in order to find whether we have to create the additional RBD or there is need for cancelling the excess RBD. Okay, that we will calculate later on. But where are we going to show that? In note number 18, that should be deducted if we are going to create additional reserve. The new reserve should be deducted from the data's amount. Then also we are going to show in other note, that is note number 30, the adjustment amount we have to show in note number 30, that is other expenses. Then third one, carry forward unexpired insurance. Unexpired insurance means prepaid expenses, prepaid insurance amounting to 100. So here we have insurance amounting to 400, but out of which 100 rupees is paid for the next year. So it is prepaid expenses. So we are going to show that in note number 21, that is other current asset. One more time, in note number 30 from insurance we are going to deduct it. Then provide for outstanding wages, outstanding salary, and rent. Outstanding wages and salaries, both of them we are going to take in note number 27 because it is relating to employee benefit expenses. One more time, as they are outstanding expenses, we are going to show also in note number 9, that is other current liabilities. Rent we are going to show in note number 30. To the paid amount we are going to add this outstanding amount, and one more time in note number 9, that is other current liabilities. Then stock at the end of the year valued at rupees 30,000, this is the closing stock. Once we are going to show in note number 17, that is inventories. One more time we have to show in note number 26, that is changes in inventories. So these are the various adjustments we have in this question. So let us take up the first step, that is showing the various notes relating to profit and loss account. The first note is note number 22, revenue from operation. From the sales amount, we are going to deduct the sales return. Sales amount is 80,000. From that, we are going to deduct the sales return amounting to 1,700. So the balance is 78,300. Note number 23 is other income. We don't have any item here. 24 is also nil, cost of material consumed nil. 25, from the purchases amount we are going to deduct the returns, purchases return. So the final balance here is 46,600. Then in the changes in inventories we have opening stock amounting to 25,000. So it should be written vice versa. Okay, so first we are going to write the opening stock 25,000 less closing stock 30,000. We have negative amount of 5,000. Then note number 27 is employee benefit expenses. So here for the wages paid 11,400, we are going to add the outstanding amount. So we get the total wages 11,900. Similarly, salaries also, for the paid amount we are going to add the outstanding. We have total salary of 1,600. So total of this note is 28,500. Note number 28, finance cost is nil. Note number 29, depreciation and amortization expenses. Here we have to show the depreciation on building, machinery, and furniture. So depreciation on building is 500, machinery at 10%, which comes to 1,500, furniture 320. Total of this note is 2,320. The next note is note number 30. So here under other expenses we are going to write the various expenses which we have discussed in the trial balance. First one is carriage inwards 2,300, bank charges 100 rupees, coal, gas and water 700, rent and rates, for that we are going to add the outstanding amount. Then general expenses 1900, insurance 400, from that we have to deduct the prepaid insurance amount of 100, so we have balance of 300. Then regarding the reserve for bad debt, we have to calculate 5% on the datas. In this case the datas amount is 42,800. On that we have to calculate the new reserve, okay, which comes to 2140. In this question they have not given bad debt, so that we cannot write here. Directly we have to write what is the new reserve. From that we are going to deduct the old reserve which is given in the trial balance. It is 1400. We have 740 remaining balance. What does it indicate here? That is need for creating the additional RBD to the extent of 740. Okay, then the total of this note is 7240. Coming to the second step, that is preparing the profit and loss account. Here in note number 22 we are going to show revenue from operation. Total of this note is 78,300. Note number 23 is nil. Total revenue is 78,300. From that we are going to deduct the various expenses. Note number 24 is nil, 25 46,600, 26 is minus 5,000, 27 we get 28,500, 28 is nil, 29 2,320, 30 is 7,240. So when you take the total from 24 to 30, that is total expenses will come to 79,660. Okay, so we want to calculate whether there is profit or loss. So here it is that the total expenses are more than total revenue, so we will have negative value, which is loss before extraordinary item, exceptional item and taxes. The negative value here is minus 1360, which is a loss. From that we are going to deduct the exceptional items. It is nil, so 1360 is the loss before extraordinary item. In the next line, less extraordinary item, which is nil, we have 1360. In this case they have not given anything regarding providing for taxation, so it is nil. So ultimately we will have again negative value itself, that is 1360, which is loss for the current year. Then the third step is providing the notes relating to balance sheet. Note number 1 is share capital. As I said, first we are going to write authorized capital amounting to 3 lakh, but we have to underline that it is not considered for totaling. Then we have to write issued, subscribed and called up capital amounting to 1 lakh. From that call scenarios is deducted, so the paid up capital is 93,700. Note number 2 is reserves and surplus. Here first we are going to write general reserve, then securities premium account. So there is no profit and loss account balance which is brought forward from the previous year, so we have to adjust the net loss here itself. So the general reserve balance is 26,000, securities premium account is 6,000, so we have total of 32,000. From that this net loss for the current year 1360 is adjusted, so total of note number 2 is 30,640. Note number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 are nil because the informations are not given. Note number 8 is trade payable, where we are going to write creditors amounting to 13,200. Note number 9 is other current liabilities. Here we are going to write the outstanding expenses like outstanding wages, outstanding salary, outstanding rent. Total of this note is 2,900. Note number 10, short-term provision is nil because they have not given here to provide for taxation for the current year. Note number 11 is fixed asset. As I said, land there is no depreciation as it is we are writing, but building, machinery and furniture, from the book value we have to deduct these depreciation which we have shown in the profit and loss account in note number 29. So when you add, the total of this note comes to 50,880. Then note number 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 are nil because information is not given. Then note number 17 is inventories, where we are going to write the closing stock amounting to 30,000. Note number 18 is trade receivables. Here we have datas. From this we are going to deduct the new RBD. Please remember, it is not the excess RBD we are deducting. We have to deduct the new RBD from the datas. We have balance of 40,660 and also we have to write the bills receivable amounting to 1,200. So total of this note is 41,860. Then we have cash and cash equivalents. Under that, cash at bank and cash in hand is written. Total of this note is 17,500. Note number 20 is nil. Note number 21, we are going to write the unexpired insurance, nothing but prepaid insurance. Okay. Now coming to the last step, that is preparing the balance sheet. In the first heading, that is equities and liabilities, we have note number 1, share capital 93,600, note number 2, 30,640, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are nil, 8 is 13,200, 9 is 2,900, 10 is nil. So when you take the total from 1 to 10, we have 1,40,340. Then coming to the assess side, we have note number 11, 50,880, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 are nil. Then 17 we have 30,000, 18 41,860, 19 17,500, 20 is nil, 21 100 rupees. So when you take the total from 11 to 21, we get the total of 1,40,340. It is same as the total of equities and liabilities. So our balance sheet has tallied. Okay. So this is the solution for the present question. So let us take a few more questions in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.